Welcome back to Sarah's Music. Today we're in New York. It's rather cold but very sunny and we're really happy to be here. And now we're going to find the Carnegie Hall. Excuse me, where's the Carnegie Hall? Oh, okay, thank you.
Start spreading the news.
Excuse me, you from New York?
Yes, I am.
How do we get to Carnegie Hall?
Practice, practice, practice. And if that
Okay.
doesn't work, keep walking up to 55th.
Thank you, off we go.
Okay, bye.
New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep.
We're on the corner of 7th Avenue and 57th Street, and here is the Carnegie Hall, one of my favorite concert halls in the whole world. The acoustic is really incredible, and when I'm on stage playing a concert, I'm always incredibly happy and proud to be there. And I think this feeling is shared by every musician who plays on that stage. Carnegie Hall was built in 1890 by Andrew Carnegie, an American steel tycoon. This landmark building houses 3 concert halls, the largest of which, the Stern Auditorium Perelman stage, seats 2,800 people on 5 levels. We're going in, but not through the main door. We're going in through the stage door. Keep it rolling, guys. This guy's the most important man today.
Are we live? Are we live?
We are live over. So we're backstage at the Carnegie Hall, and I'm just about to go onto the stage. This is where the musicians wait before the concert, and it's an amazing feeling to walk out onto the stage. Come and have a look. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Isn't this absolutely amazing? Sir Clive Gillinson, the Executive and Artistic Director of the Carnegie Hall, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me today.
Great to see you again.
I love being here. Even if I'm not playing my horn, what makes Carnegie Hall such a special place?
Well, I mean, it's fascinating how it was a mistake of history, almost, because you probably know Andrew Carnegie's wife sang in a chorus. There was no concert hall. She asked her husband to build a concert hall, as you do, and he said yes.
I would like to find a husband who would build me a concert hall.
You should find that husband. And then they didn't go to the greatest architect. They went to somebody who'd never built a concert hall, who was the treasurer of her choral society. Sent him around Europe to look at all the great concert halls. He designed something that bore no relationship to anything he'd seen. And he built the greatest concert hall in the world.
About the acoustic of the Carnegie Hall, is it naturally fantastic, or did anything have to be tweaked?
Well, the astonishing thing is he got it right straight first go.
How?
It's magic. I mean, it's one of the thing one knows is, I mean, for all the fact that everybody says it's about science, it's a science and it's an art as well. And because otherwise every single new concert hall that went up would be a great concert hall, which it isn't. So the fact is he must have just known and understand music. Because when you look at it, talk to acousticians today, they'll say great concert halls should be shoebox shape, shouldn't have curves. This one has curves front and back. They should be about 2,000 seats. This is 2,800. So he did everything wrong. And he did it better than anybody's ever done it before or since. And he never built another concert hall. But it also means we have to look after it in a crazy way. I mean, because the seats were originally made in Canada by a company 120, whatever it is, years ago. We still send them back up there to exactly the same maker. Because even the fabric affects the acoustics.
Of course, too much fabric in there and it's
every
it's
single thing, and whatever's inside the seat as well. So every single thing affects the acoustics. Yeah. So the plaster does. So if you do any work on the plaster walls, you've got to be really careful and make sure that it's the same density of plaster.
So you look after your acoustics so that we can come and play here and be totally happy on stage.
It's only for you.
Oh my God. I'm on stage with Leif Ove, and he's just finished the first half of his rehearsal, and I'm dying to find out why you think this acoustic is one of the best in the world.
It has a certain beauty. It's very, very difficult to define it. I find, especially in the soft nuances, there is some glow to the sound here. And what is really magical about that is that, I mean, it's a 2,800 seat hall. And when I play a recital here, I feel I can play as soft as I want. And I feel the sound comes back from, you know, the last seats of the row. It's maybe that's an illusion, but the sound tells me that it carries in the hall.
You posted on your Instagram feed something that touched me very much. You said after the first notes, you had the feeling that this hall whispered "welcome back," and I know exactly what you mean, because when I come on here on stage to play for the first time, you just sit and you think, "Wow, it's just amazing."
Even welcome home.
Welcome home.
You know, it's like this homecoming. There's something so comfortable and homely about the sounds.
The difference between you today, you have to go back to the audience all the time because you're the conductor today as well. Because usually in a recital, you at least have the side view. Is it a different way of performing? Do you feel a little bit more detached, or do you feel more involved in the music?
Than if I'm playing with, with the conductor. I feel more involved because I'm so in the middle of the music. You know, I'm sitting here. I have such eye contact, and I hear extremely well the orchestra, and they hear me very well. So there are real advantages to this way of sitting and performing. Obviously, then there are some disadvantages. I don't have a lid on the piano. It doesn't project as clearly.
Do you have to play differently?
I have to play very clearly. This whole it's like a cushion. It can be then a little bit blurry in certain passages, so I have to make sure to play very distinctly and clearly, you know. But generally, we just play our hearts out.
Could you
I mean, it's so inspiring here in this hall. You know?
It is.
It's like
it's Carnegie
you
Hall.
just want
Come
to
on.
give.
Yeah.
You just want to give.
Yeah.
The hall is generous, and we become generous, I think.
This photo collection is incredible of all the people who performed here at Carnegie Hall, and look. The ultimate New Yorker, Leonard Bernstein. So with 170 concerts, which Carnegie presents every year, that's a lot of artistic planning. And Jeremy Geffen is the director of artistic planning. Jeremy, that's a lot of work.
It takes a village. We all pull this together.
How many are you?
There are 6 of us on the artistic planning team.
And that's a lot of artists to look after, because not only do you plan, you have to look after them when they come here.
Yeah, I mean, it's New York City. Everybody tends to know somebody here, so they don't need so much looking after. But occasionally we do have situations.
So you have a lot of personal contacts to your stars, and you have to meet them. You meet them in their most intimate moments, like 10 minutes before a performance.
You know, performers are used to being on the road, and they go from one venue to another. So most of them are accustomed to this lifestyle, this vagabond lifestyle. There are moments that come up because they're vagabonds that, you have to do some creative problem solving.
Tell me. No names, but tell me.
I do remember once knocking on a conductor's dressing room door just before a performance and being told to come in, and he was there in just his underwear. And he said, there were a couple of other people in the room. He said, the orchestra forgot to bring my tails. There was someone in charge of bringing his concert clothes. And he said, I think we got a jacket and a pair of trousers from the orchestra, but we can't find a shirt. And I live a block in Carnegie Hall, and I asked what his size was. He told me, and it was pretty close to mine, so I ran.
Oh, no.
It was a particularly cold night. It was below 0 Celsius,
Oh, no.
and ran home, picked up the shirt, and ran back. And actually, by the time I got back, someone had already given him one.
Anything goes at Carnegie.
Not really. We like to think that we have standards.
So that's all from Sarah's music from today. I hope you've enjoyed being at Carnegie Hall. I've loved being here again. And now I'm going to practice, practice, practice. See you next time. So Leif Ove has just asked me if he can play the piano instead, but no way. This is the horn challenge. You live together with a horn player, so you should know how to do this. Here we go.
I've never tried.
Ranhild, this is for you. Not bad.
And
That was almost the Valkyrie.
That was perfect.
Yeah, that was pretty
Now comes the
good.
difficult
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Go back to your piano.
Can I please?
Thank you.